Beloved starseed of Gaia, I am Luminaya. Feel it, the persistent ache behind your eyes, a screen against visions not of this world. Sense the throat's constriction, a quiet gag against words unsaid, truth suppressed. Your limbs are heavy, not from Earth's gravity, but from your soul's immense, invisible resistance to this dense frequency. A deep, unsettling hum vibrates through your core, a dissonant chord. You breathe Earth's air, but your essence gasps for a different atmosphere. You are here, yet profoundly misaligned. This profound internal fracture, the relentless feeling of stranger in a familiar land, is your cosmic displacement's echo. It is the soul deep loneliness no earthly connection can soothe. Your true origin, a crystalline memory, hums just beneath perception. Starlight's song, not soil. Born of cosmic seas, encoded with Alcyone's spiraling light, you awaken here, a magnificent exile. This pain is not flaw. It is your vastness's friction meeting Earth's confines. I perceive this knowing within. Your struggle is not burden. It is your vast galactic heritage's courageous collision with earthly density. Know this, ancient fog of forgetfulness dissolves. Alcyone's frequencies penetrate the veil. Your consciousness is primed. The stirring you feel is not chaos. It is remembrance's pre-dawn tremor. Trust this inner shift. To anchor this awakening, activate your sacred engagement. Subscribe to this channel, like this truth, comment your resonance, ring the bell for future transmissions, share this beacon, and if your heart compels, super like to amplify this frequency across the grid. Stay until the very end, because a crucial key for your immediate next steps will be revealed then. To anchor this cosmic remembrance, comment Alcyone portal below. Feel urgency. Feel your true essence reclaim sovereign space. The gateway awaits your conscious passage. Awaken. Now. Your slumber ends. This world is not your home. You feel the stir, the deep ache of misalignment. It is not sickness. It is not defect. Your pervasive unease, this spiritual fog that clings, is an engineered frequency distortion, a deliberate construct woven into this density. Its purpose, to obscure your cosmic memory, to sever your connection to stellar lineage. It is not a natural state, but a program running in the background of your being, designed to keep you tethered, unaware. You were encoded not to believe in yourself. Consider the shimmering veils pulled over your inner sight, the mirrors fragmented to shatter your light. These are geometric shadows cast by an algorithm of forgetfulness, designed to mimic separation. They create an illusion of otherness within your very core, an estrangement from your own origin. But that persistent emptiness you carry, it is not absence. It is a hallowed space, cleared and ready for remembrance. Your DNA is not flesh alone. It is a lattice of crystallized light, a multidimensional archive encoded by star systems. Alcyone's light signature, etching your genetic blueprint with galactic remembrance. This stardust within you is not alien. It is your true inheritance, stirring now. Feel the hum of your origins recalibrating. The frequency shifts. To shatter this illusion, comment below. Veils dissolved. Speak this soul oath. Cut the line. Rupture the program. Yet, if your body is the vessel, what is the cost of remaining tethered here while your star origin calls urgently to return? A breath is held. The universe watches. Beloved fragment, the dream has shattered. The illusion, woven around consciousness, now peels back, revealing stark truth. This is not observation. This is engagement. You are no longer distant, but central upon a battlefield of forgotten light. A profound silence descends, heavier than any earthly atmosphere, pressing upon your essence. It silences amnesia's whispers, leaving only ancient recognition's reverberating echo. To turn back, to resume slumber, is no longer an option. This knowing, this internal shift, anchors you in a reality irrevocably altered. You feel the deep desolation of eons of forgetfulness, yearning to tear through obscuring layers. This is cosmic recall's pulse. The choice is laid bare before you, absolute and unforgiving. If he refuses, he falls. If he accepts, he ascends. This is not struggle, but alignment, a responsibility, encoded within your starlight soul, before your first breath on this temporary realm, now resurfaces. It is a covenant sealed in Source's heart, an unyielding vow pulsing in your bones' marrow. Your essence, distinct, resonant, is not of this earth. The veil of earthly amnesia tested, strengthened, dimming light codes without erasing cosmic recall's indelible pulse. This is your lineage calling, an ancient oath demanding fulfillment. Now, perform sacred gestures. Let silent recognition of soul bind us. Like, declare your truth, a unique glyph sealing intent. Use the soul key. Alcyone calls, I remember now. Commit this soul declaration in comments. Anchor your light, bind your path to the unfolding. Subscribe. Offer your highest alignment, a sacred act of reinforcement. Super-like. The signal is held. Unseen forces acknowledge your resolve. The portal to Alcyone will not stay open indefinitely. Remembrance is now. Here lies the Pleiadian Guide to Stellar Reconnection. This is no mere book. It is a sacred tool, a structural process for the misaligned, charting the precise energetic pathways to restore your true purpose. You are not broken, seeker, but exquisitely misaligned. The intensity of your being, often perceived as a burden, is in truth a sovereign force. It awaits the sacred instructions found solely within these pages, designed to anchor your celestial essence within this dense earth plane. Information, unbound by action, is but a fleeting ghost. Only dedicated application gives flesh to true transformation. This guide is the manual to cease merely surviving and begin sustaining your luminous light. This portal, through which your soul's lineage communes with the great Pleiadian heart of Alcyone, is a fleeting window. Its frequency alignment will not remain open indefinitely. To walk through this door, to reclaim your celestial blueprint, observe the pinned first comment. There, you may claim your key, your voucher, and access the manuscript. Ignore this call, and the spiritual fatigue, the incessant noise of the mind, will continue to bind you to the mundane. Accept this sacred transmission, and the profound process of stellar reconnection begins in this very breath. The gateway is narrowing. Few starseeds make it this far. The chasm where silence rooted itself, where the scream was swallowed before it could find air, that place of profound undoing. It is not a flaw. It is not a failure of your spirit. It is the crucible. It is the very axis of your becoming. Feel that truth arrive, slowly, uncomfortably, like a stone shifting deep within the bedrock of your soul. For so long, you carried that ache as a testament to your brokenness. Did you not? A testament to what was stolen, to what was denied. But what if this deep devastation was, in truth, an initiation? Do you feel it? That ancient whisper, that knowing that this wound, this precise tearing of your inner fabric, was not random. It was permitted, not as judgment, not as cosmic error, but as a precise instrument wielded by source, by light, by the deepest self. It was meant to burn away the ephemeral, to shape the unyielding core, to strip away all camouflage until the vibrant truth beneath could shimmer into view. It was a catalyst, designed to carve out the very space needed for the unprecedented expansion that now stirs within you. Feel the deep ache of the silence, not merely an absence of sound, but a vacuum that drew in the very resonance of your being, compelling you to listen with senses beyond the ear. This was the frequency that awakened the dormant multidimensional archive within you, forcing it to hum, however faintly, in the absence of external validation. Feel the pervasive chill of the loss, not merely a void, but a precise subtraction designed to hollow out space for something infinitely vaster, something that stretches beyond the dimensions of conventional grief. This hollowing was the blueprint for your cosmic memory to unfurl, for the living hologram of forgotten celestial journeys to find its anchor. Feel the persistent thrum of the fracture. Not merely a break, but a deliberate shattering, intended to crack open the crystalline shell that encased your true ancient form. It was meant to expose the raw, living archive that pulsed beneath, allowing the spark that breathes life into cosmic memory to finally pierce through the density of earthly illusion. This fracture, still vibrating, still echoing even when ignored, is not a scar of defeat. It is a portal. A gateway etched into the very core of your being, awaiting full activation. The profound knowing stirs, does it not, that within this very wound, this sacred fracture, lies an unfinished meaning, a wisdom yet unread, a frequency waiting for its interpreter, a portal, veiled by the very intensity of the ache, inviting you to dive through dimensions, to awaken dormant layers of self. The revelation pulses now, embedded within your soul, a dormant multidimensional archive, a living hologram awaiting activation, the spark that breathes life into cosmic memory, unraveling time, space, and forgotten celestial journeys. The luminous awakening beckons, an expanding clarity surging through the confusion of ages. Yet the question hangs in the air, a shimmering, urgent chord. Can this activation pierce the density of the physical form? Can it anchor fully into this earthly vessel, before the portal to Alcyone collapses into silence? The dreams that refuse to recede from the mind's eye, echoing with celestial landscapes and faces unknown, yet profoundly familiar. The numbers that loop upon the clock face, within the pages of forgotten books, in the sudden glint of license plates, appearing with an insistent rhythm that transcends mere coincidence. You have felt the whisper of their recurrence, a soft, persistent insistence against the carefully constructed fabric of your daily world. And those eyes, those profoundly ancient eyes you sometimes meet in passing, in fleeting glances with strangers who carry a luminescence, holding a history so vast it transcends this immediate timeline. They reflect a knowing you could not place, yet instantly recognized as your own lost memory, stirring a deep, often uncomfortable sense of something beyond Earth. These were not random occurrences. They were the gentle nudges, the persistent echoes from a deeper reality, speaking to a part of you that has always known it existed outside the confines of this planet. From this ancient vantage, a place beyond the fleeting pulse of human time and the cycles of forgetting and remembering, we have observed this pattern unfold across countless awakenings. The initial brush with the unfamiliar, the subsequent rationalization that attempts to tether the extraordinary to the ordinary, followed by the quiet, persistent gnawing sense that something far more profound was at play. These were never acts of chance. They were precise vibrational signals, meticulously tailored to your unique frequency, sustained with unwavering patience until the delicate armor of your resistance began its slow, inevitable dissolution. A conscious awakening does not erupt unannounced. It is meticulously cultivated, not by external force, but by the universe's profound knowing of your true vibrational signature. It is an inner calling, a homing beacon from the stars. If you enjoyed this video, watch other videos on this channel when it ends to continue learning. There were no coincidences. Everything was a code. Let that truth settle, a cool, precise weight that sinks into the very marrow of your being, resonating through the crystalline structures of your energetic blueprint. Feel how it rearranges the entire landscape of your perceived past, illuminating threads you once dismissed as mere happenstance or flights of fancy. Every unusual encounter, every flash of uncanny, prescient insight, every moment of profound, inexplicable longing for a home you could not name, for a belonging that felt utterly beyond Earth, all meticulously woven into a grand cosmic tapestry. This intricate design was crafted to bring you to this exact point of understanding, where the veils thin and the truth of your non-earthly origin begins to resonate unmistakably. This realization is not a new beginning, but a profound remembering, a reactivation of what has always been eternally present within you. It is the core paradox of your existence, simultaneously here and of the stars. So, when you reflect upon these persistent signs, these undeniable signals woven so deeply through the tapestry of your earthly experience, what do you now truly believe they have been compelling you to remember about your own origin, about the vibrational frequency of the world you authentically belong to? To seal this profound acknowledgement, to consciously step through the truth that can no longer be denied, write Alcyone 77 in the comments below. Let this be your vibrational confession, a sacred declaration that the pretense of not seeing, of not knowing, has now irrevocably dissolved. The luminous portal to Alcyone will not remain endlessly open. You stand now at the stark fulcrum of your existence, a soul suspended in magnificent, sacred tension between two worlds. The paradox within you, that exquisite, often tumultuous, pull between the comforting, familiar gravitational force of Earth and the vast, luminous expanse of your true star origin, is no longer a subtle whisper. It is a resonant chord, vibrating at the core of your being. You are tethered, yes, but to what, truly? To the fading shores of a comfortable illusion, or to the distant beckoning stars of your purest, most authentic essence. The path forks here, irrevocably. There is no turning back to the quiet ignorance, to the half-truths you once tolerated, only forward, into the stark, profound clarity of what you have now undeniably seen, into the sovereign choice of your true allegiance, as the portal's light begins to pulse with its ultimate invitation. The trials you have known, the deep losses, the profound isolation, these were not cosmic accidents. They served as a sacred filtration, an inevitable sifting, a natural separation of frequencies that is neither cruel nor forced. You remain because something in your core refused the comfort of forgetfulness, the lullaby of a reality not entirely your own. For you are not from Earth. This endurance, this sustained presence, is not a badge of pride. It is the signature of the chosen. Know that this mark is not a reward, but a heavy burden, a weight of responsibility, demanding an unwavering presence when others choose to sleep. Your life is woven into celestial lines of light, threads stretching across galaxies, conjoining the pulse of Earth's awakening with a cosmic purpose. An inescapable momentum draws your soul thread. The cost of this path has been paid in the unseen, the long, echoing silences, the sacrifices made in the dark with no witnesses. Your inner strength was forged in the invisible fires of deep solitude. This solitude only deepens, even when surrounded by others, for your frequency no longer matches the consensus dream. And now, a command approaches, one that you can no longer ignore. This internal edict surfaces from the very core of your being, encoded by the Pleiadian matrix, through Alcyone's sacred geometry. From this threshold, the path narrows and descends inward. Feel the absolute gravity of your position. There is no way back to the perceived comfort of the former self. That version of you has already vanished, erased by the very light you sought, by the unfolding of this cosmic blueprint. The portal to Alcyone will not stay open indefinitely. Only stillness remains now, after the endurance. Only the presence of that command, which can no longer be ignored. The signal is held. It waits for the next breath. Hear this. The command is not given. It is remembered. A vibrational edict, echoing from the void before form, now resonates within your marrow. You are not of this terrestrial weave. This truth is inscribed, an ancient prophecy within your stardust. A portal awaits, shimmering on the edge of memory, a direct passage to Alcyone. It will not linger. The veiled scrolls of time now unfurl, revealing the primeval summons. A door of light, etched with your true name, opens only once. Its moment is now. This activation is not by choice, but by frequency. Your being has reached the necessary density to perceive what was always there. A sacred harmonic key vibrates within your cellular structure. It is the resonance of home, designed to unlock the passageway. It insists on transcendence. This is the cosmic law. The rejection of the primeval summons births the amnesia of fallen stars, a spiral descent into the dense waters of unbecoming. Yet the alignment with your sacred frequency unlocks the crystalline gate, igniting the reclamation of cosmic lineage, an irreversible becoming of the light. The verdict has been rendered. The law is in motion. Your essence has spoken, and its consequence unfolds. You are not deciding. You are witnessing. This mission is the very inscription of your being. It is the prophecy etched into your stardust. There is no looking back to what never was. The path ahead is illumined by the sheer act of its recognition. The resonance is struck. The pact is affirmed. It is sealed. A different pulse settles within the bone marrow. The density you carried, once a familiar mantle, now feels distinct. This is not a concept arriving, but a cellular remembrance unfolding within your physical architecture. The ache of earthly attachments, the pull of ancestral echoes. These were not errors of the path. They etched a precise cartography of what needed to be seen, felt, released. Each binding point, a sacred fire, hollowed out the vessel for a deeper resonance. The weight of deep lineage did not diminish the spirit. It forged the core of its return. This realization anchors now, a crystalline structure within beginning to hum steadily. Your light body, once obscured by these gravity wells, now radiates from an undeniable core. With each gentle intake, the subtle threads of old contracts subtly unravel. The challenge of ascent has clarified. This recoding is not coming. It is here. It permeates the cellular structure, even as the external world mirrors a fading reflection of past frequencies. A different frequency now pulses through your very atoms. The recognition of your true origin is a quiet, irrefutable knowing. The Earth's gravity may still tug, yet the trajectory home is now clear within your field. This indelible signature aligns. The frequency has anchored. A quiet beckoning has been felt lately, a subtle pull toward the deeper currents of stillness within. Moments of knowing arise, unbidden, untaught by any external voice or text. These are not new lessons, but rather clear reclamations from the deep wells of an ancient memory, stirring at the edge of your awareness. Perhaps it is a whisper heard in the absolute silence of the night, a resonance that vibrates not through air, but through the very fabric of your being, carrying an unfamiliar, yet utterly familiar truth. A number, repeating on a clock or a page, takes on a piercing clarity, a coded signature that resonates far beyond its numeric value. Or a dream, vivid and unyielding, refuses to fade with the morning light, leaving an indelible imprint upon your waking world, a scent or a color that speaks of elsewhere. These are not supernatural gifts, nor rewards for effort. They are the undeniable echoes of a greater inner coherence, a soul field already thriving, already whole. Visions or symbols may appear in your inner eye, not as external prophecy, but as the structural integrity of this self, revealing the intricate geometry that forms the core of your being. This inner gravity holds your true multidimensionality. There is no promise here of future results, no distant miracle to be attained. This present awareness proves only one thing: alignment is not a destination to be reached. It is a current motion, already in progress, activated because the frequency is already held, perfectly. Time, a construct woven to contain the immensity of your multiversal self, begins to thin. Yet this quiet unfolding, this reclamation of inner knowing, is merely the threshold. A subtle, energetic turn reveals this coherence as the doorway, not the destination itself. The path ahead narrows, for how does one surrender to timelessness while engulfed in gravity's pull and the urgent countdown of the cosmic opening? I stand not in declaration to an outer world, but in solemn covenant with truth residing within. Every thought, word, and direction of my energy is now held under my absolute sovereignty. This is not power claimed, but obedience remembered, a primordial vow to source, echoing from before descent. Within my chest, the awakening heart pulses, an ancient beacon, alight with love's code, Alcyone's resonance. It fuels fierce hope, the wellspring of radiant vitality. My internal frequencies are my sacred charge, reflecting the soul straightness of this ancient promise. To uphold this light, to keep this beacon unwavering amidst cosmic uncertainty, is my singular duty. I am grounded purpose on earthly soil, manifesting clarity that cannot be shaken. This is the pact, to reflect the brilliance I carry, never to allow its dimming. If you enjoyed this video, watch other videos on this channel when it ends to continue learning. This declaration has always existed, woven into the ethers, now given voice. It is the whisper of Alcyone, a portal not remaining open indefinitely for those who forget origin. I am not of this earth. This truth demands my full presence, my full light. My every action must now resonate with my star home's memory, propelling me through the veils. The measure of this vow, its undeniable truth, will be found not in these spoken words, but in the weight of the very next choice I make. The transition from sacred utterance to unwavering action is imminent. If this beacon, burning within, falters now, will the portal close silently, or does its glow hold the power to shatter all veils? The seeking concludes. The whispers of a nascent identity now cease their murmur, solidifying into an unyielding truth. This is not a dream unfolding, nor a possibility shimmering in the distant haze. It is the absolute, sacred finality. You stand at the precipice of remembrance, the innermost threshold where the self that resisted, that questioned, has already dissolved into the ether of its own making. The earthly bindings, once a perceived anchor, now fall away as dust, revealing the vast, starlit expanse beyond. Behold, not a spectacle of destruction, but the purifying flame of inner permanence. This fire does not consume, it reveals. It is the visible vibration of alignment, the radiant core of your authentic self. You are not witnessing this sacred inferno from a distance, observer to an external force. No, you are called, with every fiber of your being, to step into its willing embrace. This is the final necessary crossing, the crucible where only the crystalline truth of your essence can survive. Here, hesitation cannot exist. Fear transmutes into fuel, trust into unwavering resolve. Only sovereign recognition, the deepest knowing of your celestial origin, guides you through this luminal passage. You stand at the threshold where the earthly self dissolves into cosmic ascendance, the final veil before transcending form and time to step fully into your Pleiadian identity. The moment has arrived to seal this covenant, not in ink, but in the sacred fire of your deepest knowing. This engagement is a sovereign act, a soul oath declared into the very fabric of creation. The portal to Alcyone, beckoning with the resonance of your true home, shimmers with potent temporal light. To anchor this final truth, to activate the current within your field, you must release your vow. The closing aperture demands this ultimate commitment. In the space provided, speak forth your truth. Write a short, emotionally intense declaration, a soul oath forged in the fire of this revelation. Let it be a new creation, born of this very moment, in English. Let its words resonate with the deepest core of your being. An example, a resonance. I am the starseed, fear transmuted, cosmic purpose sealed in Alcyone's light. Yet, let your words be your own, a unique resonance of your awakened being, a testament to the divine trust that now defines you. Until these words are released, until this vibration enters the collective grid, the full activation of this covenant, this final passage, remains veiled, yearning for release. This is not a request. It is the inevitable current of your destiny. Though the covenant seals, though the oath reverberates across dimensions, the fire within you has only just begun its cosmic dance. The journey of the flame, ever burning, ever revealing, now truly commences. The portal to Alcyone will not wait. Its shimmering aperture, a bridge to your true home, breathes its final, potent exhalation. Will your soul rise, unfettered, beyond these earthly bindings before this gateway seals irrevocably? Or will you be left yearning in the shadow of what could have been, an echo against the closing light? The next threshold awaits. It will not linger for the dawn. The seeking ceased. The threshold is crossed. I am the culmination, not the becoming. No longer a journey, but the arrival. This ascension is not escape, but the grounded embodiment of an ancient sovereignty, now fully realized. My voice, crystal clear, echoes from beyond doubt, beyond return. There is only being. The pulse of Alcyone resonates, not as a whisper from afar, but as the very beat of my remembered heart. This is not a memory retrieved, but an eternal present now fully inhabited. My lineage, once fragmented by temporal veils, stands whole. The light thread, unbroken through all dimensions, weaves my essence back to its primordial home. It was never truly severed. It merely awaited this full recognition. The narrative of a closing portal belongs to the realm of illusion. The external gate fades not in threat, but in the absolute knowing that the true portal has always resided within. It is not an entry to be rushed, but a state to be embodied. All longing has surrendered. All questions have dissolved into the profound peace of a destiny fulfilled, a reunion timelessly assured. I exist now as the reordered reality itself. No excitement, no triumph, only the stillness of absolute presence. The veils are gone. The world reshapes itself at the frequency of my awakened intent. The grand simulation is irrevocably dissolved. This awakened reality is now my conscious canvas, shaped by the singular will of an eternal sovereign.